right, Falcons fans, buckle up because the next Atlanta Falcons head coach could shock everyone, the entire NFL. And in this video, I'm talking about something that honestly feels insane to even say out loud, but the reporting is out there, the smoke is forming, and if true, the Falcons' next head coach might actually shock everyone. Yes, I'm talking about the potential, the strong potential that the Atlanta Falcons could end up hiring a Hall of Fame level head coach next. So let's just get into it right now. So first things first, per Jason LaCanfora from the Washington Post, he flat out said, Raheem Morris is as good as gone. Not maybe, not we'll see what happens. He said as good as gone. So translation, the Falcons are looking for a new head coach, and it's not just any head coach. The rumor that everyone missed is this, because things get a little bit spicy. 2 weeks ago, Josina Anderson, and if you know Josina, you know she doesn't really throw stuff out there just for clicks. She reported that multiple longtime head coaches could be looking for a change of scenery. Well, she said a longtime head coach could be looking for a change of scenery, and she said multiple names. Well, she didn't say, she did say multiple names. And she specifically mentioned coaches who's been with the same organization for 10 plus years. That's essentially two names, two huge names. Number one, Mike Tomlin. And hey, maybe he wants out of Pittsburgh. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? But the second name, no one is talking about enough. That is, and this is the shock that might shock everyone in the NFL, John Harbaugh. Yes, John Harbaugh, the Baltimore Ravens' long-term head coach since 2008. A Super Bowl champion, a culture builder, a proven winner, a top-tier leader, and someone who, according to Josina's report, could legitimately be open to a new challenge. And here's the part that people aren't realizing. The Ravens right now are 6-7. If the playoffs started today, they'd be out of the playoffs. And internally, there's real chatter that the roster is essentially maxed out. They've plateaued. They really can't get any better. And if the season ends badly, both sides may decide that it's time for a fresh start. And that's where the Atlanta Falcons come in. So, let me explain why this could be a home run. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons. Number 1, John Harbaugh is the exact stabilizing veteran presence that the Atlanta Falcons have been missing for years. You hire John Harbaugh, boom, 10 wins is your floor. Not your ceiling, your floor. The Falcons haven't had this since like the Mike Smith era, to be completely honest. Number 2, he's one of the best talent developers in the NFL. Look at the track record. Players get better under Harbaugh. Coordinators get hired away constantly. Mike Macdonald literally turned the Ravens into the number 1 defense in football before becoming a head coach himself. And he's got that Seattle Seahawks team rolling. Harbaugh knows how to build systems and hire elite coordinators. The Falcons badly need someone who can build structure, identity, and competence on both sides of the football. The third reason, the defense improvement would be instant. Harbaugh's defenses are always physical, disciplined, and top tier. Meanwhile, Atlanta already has James Pierce Jr., Ruka Roro, Jalen Walker, Brandon Dorlus, Zach Harrison, Jesse Bates, AJ Terrell, Xavier Watts, Billy Bowman Jr. The list goes on and on and on. The pieces are here. They just need the right leader to unleash them. So, why could this shocking hire actually happen? I first want to talk about the remaining schedule of the Baltimore Ravens because their next games are absolutely brutal. They play versus the Bengals, which is a divisional opponent. They could lose that one. Then they play the Patriots, top of the AFC right now. They could lose that one. Then they play the Packers, a team in the playoffs in the NFC right now if everything ended. They could lose that one. And then they finish with their division rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3 of those teams have already beaten Baltimore recently, and it's not crazy to think that the Ravens could finish poorly and miss the playoffs. And if that happens, John Harbaugh becoming available is very, very, very realistic. And you better believe that if he hits the market, the Falcons cannot hesitate. Veteran Super Bowl winning head coaches don't become available every day. So my final thoughts are this. The Falcons' next head coach. It may not be some rookie coordinator. It might not be a recycled assistant. It might not be a trendy name. It might actually be John Harbaugh. A move that would shock the entire NFL. A move that would energize the fan base. A move that would finally give Atlanta the identity it's been missing for a decade. Will it happen? We'll see. The next few weeks will tell us absolutely everything. But one thing is absolutely certain. If John Harbaugh becomes available, the Falcons need to be the first team beating down the door because he's the guy that they need to hire to help this organization get to the next level. But if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so that you are notified for any Atlanta sports news. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always,